Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the RoBuilder YouTube channel. Today, we're back on our series where we're fixing a free Roblox game, and I've been reading the comments, alright? Now, hate comments definitely get to me a lot more than any, positive comments. Please don't stop leaving the positive comments. They still help me, okay? But I'm just saying. I've been seeing these hate comments, and, basically saying, bro, this is stupid, right? Like, you're just recoloring this, and the original goal with this series was to make it so anybody could follow it, because when it's done, if we're successful in making the goal of 100,000 Robux from a free game, everyone would be able to kind of follow this and make money. But now I think people are more shifting towards the way of making it more unique, so that's what we're gonna do today. Instead of using the base parts, paths, and everything like that Roblox has designed for us, which are far from perfect, by the way. Like, there's cracks. I've already fixed this one, but like there's used to be like cracks here. I had to overlay these a little bit. I had to fix the curves. Like, they're far from perfect, all right? You could tell it was pretty rushed together. I think I want to take all these pieces and make them a mesh. So they would still be individual, but like this would be one piece instead of a model. And I could add like curves and stuff to it to make it look a lot better. So what I did was I brought what I had in Roblox and put it into Blender. And then I'm just going to kind of cube it up and remake these things, honestly. So let me just move this like over here and roll on over to it. Wow, that's very far away. So the goal here, I want to go ahead. I'm going to start with this starter module right here. This is where like each zone will start. And it kind of spawns in when the player does. So let's grab this, go ahead and put it right here. And we'll start by just scaling it out. I'm going to remake all of this in Blender and add a curve. So I'll just make this one out real quick to show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, guys. So we've got this rebuilt right here as just a mesh. And what I want to do is go ahead and add a loop cut to this, maybe two, and scale those out. So we're getting more of like this cool rounded look. I think it'll help the game look a lot better. I want the rounded look more so on these sides because these will be connected to each other. So you won't see it here. So maybe I'll just do one loop cut instead. And then S and X axis, something like this. And now we have kind of this little thing going on. I'll add a loop cut here and here. Grab both of those. SX, scale those out. And now we have a cool like rounded vibe thing going on. And then, of course, we need a loop cut up on this top one. Scale that out, make it round, something like that. And now we have this kind of a bit more stylized shape. And I may or may not texture these in Blender. I'm still debating if I want to do within Blender or without, because if I go in, I'm going to have to go in here for every single zone and retexture them. If I do out, I could just change the part colors in Studio. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I have to go through and build all of these with this like rounded oof. Alright guys, the whole right side over here is done. Check it out. Now with this one, I went a little weird. I went out, then in, and then back out again. And I think it turned out looking pretty sick. I could probably drag this right down here back to the wall. So let me go ahead and grab all of this. Nice. And I should actually probably only grab this far side here because I don't want to mess up that edge because I have it lined up. Let me go ahead and grab faces. I'll grab these faces right over here. That guy right here, nice. And just drag them so they're in the wall. And then with this guy, let me get vertice select mode. And we need to kind of clean that up. So I'll just put it here. Or you know what? Let me go ahead and snap the vertice and go like that. So it'll connect right there. And now I have to do it to the other side as well. Boom. Ooh, I'm gonna have to fix this one as well. It doesn't really connect that well. I just asked my friend, yo, guys, let me give, I don't even know how to say their name, so it's hard. Vukasin. I don't know how to say their name. But, yeah, they're goated. And they help me, like, almost every time I don't know how to do something in Blender. They're always here to help you boy out. So I really appreciate them. There we go. The vertices have snapped. So now, I had to use Shift F because my camera movement is trash sometimes. Let's go ahead and connect this guy up. I'll show you guys the problem and the solution. So, as you can see, these are not really connected right now. It's pretty bad. So, I'm going to go into wireframe mode because these vertices are all the way down here. And I click this little magnet, switch it to vertice select, or vertex select. Press G and get it close. And then it snaps. So I just get it close, and then why can't I move without doing Shift F? That's really weird. Just get the vertex real close. All right, guys, my mom just came downstairs, and we were just chatting for like a good little minute. So I don't know exactly where I left off. I think I was showing you guys how to use this little magnet tool that was shown to me by Vuskin. I don't even know how to say his name, but he's a cool guy. So you just grab like a vertex, press G, and it connects to the closest one. And you could change what it connects to. Here, I have it closest, but you could do center, median, active, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we're going to connect that last vertex over there, and it's just going to help our meshes look a lot more whole, you know, not like a bunch of objects placed together like the current game looks right now. Like this snap feature, oh, I'm so happy I know about it now. Like, that's nice. So I'm just going to press G. I also just noticed if I grab this, well, it's not going to let me now, but it brings a yellow cursor to what it's going to connect to. So I already have it connected here, but if I were to press G, like, it's going to connect to where that yellow cursor is. I think that's pretty cool as well. So let's go back into solid view, move on out here with my camera. I can't like zoom while I'm in there. So now if you look around, everything looks like it belongs. There's no gaps in between stuff, and that right there is just going to help the game look so much better. So side one is done. As you can see, we have all of this. I didn't remake the ladder or the collapsible bridge because those are parts that are like gameplay. So I'm not sure script-wise what I have to make those look like yet. So there's that. Now we have this side, and I think I want to make a different bridge for each zone, and I won't be doing that today because I'll have to get different ideas and different, like, you know, models, sketches, who knows, but a different bridge to match the vibe of each zone so it's not the same one, and the game will feel a lot more diverse after that. So I'm gonna go ahead and build the slant up and the slant down, which I believe I'll just have to make one of them and then rotate it, and then this little gap right here. So I'm gonna build these three models, and I guess I could show you guys how I'm doing it. And the good news is I don't really have to overly do much because I built these already, so I could just duplicate them. And I'm gonna turn off my little snap here because I don't think it's too necessary. Another thing that I've been confused about is these are all different heights. So like going up this ladder, but this is even higher than that. So I'm not sure exactly like why it's like that. And I think it looks kind of ugly. So I'm going to see if the scripter can help me like fix how that lines up. Other than that though, I think we're all good. So let's get this right onto the top. And I only want to stretch out the bottom. I'm trying to keep the same width, this top piece, very standard, if that's the right word. So we're going to stretch out the bottom by doing S and Z, I believe. Yep, Z axis. And then we're going to just scroll this down. We're not connecting these vertices because I do want a little bit of a gap here because the top is a little bigger than the bottom. So SZ, got that, and drag it down. That might be a little too much. Let me see. My shift and scroll wheel movement isn't working at all. So I have to just do like the camera mover now, and it's kind of trash. But it's all good. We're trying out here. Let me move this down a little more. There we go. SZ. We're going to make it a little bit bigger and scale it down. Now, to get the width that we want right here, we could grab our whole model, do S and Y, and just scale that out. Even scrolling is going pretty slow. There we go. Now my shift movement's working. All right, now we just got to line this up. I'll go ahead and go to top view. That looks like it's really close, actually. So it does need to be shrunk just a little bit. So S and Y, and just a tiny bit of shrinkage, and scale it on this way, or just move it. Shift D, and we're going to move one down to over here, which is a shorter piece. So I'm going to have to do S and Y to scale this in. Something like this is pretty much perfect. Now, I am kind of stuck on how to do the bottom here because I don't think it's really going to overly line up the best. This needs to be a little bigger. All right, something like that works. So for the bottom, I could take this and extrude. I think I'll do that. I'll extrude the bottom face of this guy right here. So click on that if I can get to it. There we go. Extrude. Nice, line that up, and then I'll go to this view over here. I could even scale that on the x-axis, I believe, a little bit down. There we go. Click on this face, and now I can extrude this all the way to the end here, and that should give us a pretty good little good spot. Now if I click on all of this, press tab, and I could do the vertice thing once again. So go to right here and get these vertices like snapped to closest, and it'll just close off any gaps. So there we go on that side. I am going to go ahead and press L to, or A even, to select all of this and move it out so we can see the other side as well. Right here, as you can see, and we're going to press G. And there we go. Everything is all snapped together, and it should look pretty good. Let's go ahead and join this. There we go. And nice, guys. As you can see, it does look like one part. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Now, all we got left is these two slopes because the bridges will be in the new episodes. So to do that, I'm just going to copy one of these and... Oh, I got to figure this out. All right, fellas and fellettes, here we go. I finished everything. This was a little bit of a mess because I was just overcomplicating it. So check it out. All I did was took the normal one, scaled it the distance, and then added a loop cut here and here. And the top was easy. I didn't sneeze, you sneezed. First one to comment, bless you, I appreciate you. Anyways, I can't add loop cuts up here because it'll kind of just do like, oh, what did I just do? Did I just flip that? Oh gosh, now I have to check. I did. Well, I flipped it after I thought I flipped it, so I don't know what I did. But, yeah, everything's done. I will be making separate bridges for each zone because I think it'll just help the game so much and it'll bring a lot more life to the game and make it just a bit less simplistic. So, that's wrapping up this video. Well, I guess I should color them too. Crap. Okay, I'm coloring. I'm doing it. All right, so I've decided I am gonna color them and I'm gonna texture them with the UV texturing. Blah, 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 blah. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna save everything and then I'll be able to quickly come in here each time we want to add a zone and change the textures. But the reason I'm doing it like this is I think it'll be awesome to have gradients. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to speed run this. So just L, 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 L. Okay, I don't gotta say it every time, I guess. Probably will get annoying. There we go. We have all of that selected. I'm going to go from the view. So project from view right there. And we're going to grab all of this, scale it down, and we're even going to scale it on the y-axis. So, oh wait, not y. Is it x? Yes, there we go. So now it all fits into one box. It won't really mess with the textures or anything like that. And then we need to get everything like on the same plane as well. So that's also going to be kind of fun. All right, so I think I'm going to do it like this. And then I'll just grab these and kind of get everything matching up. Once we do this once, we don't have to do it anymore. We'll just have to move around our parts when we want to retexture stuff. All right, so all the tops are pretty much on the same plane. We're going to grab those and move them over to a green. I think we are going to start the game in a normal zone. So just green tops and brown bases. And we should be all good. All right, guys, all the tops are now colored green. Now it's on to the bases. So we're going to grab everything and start selecting the bottom halves. There we go. We got everything selected. So let me go into this view right here. Press U and project from view. And all of this, I think will be okay. So let's scale this on the Y-axis. Or is it X? Yeah, it's X. I keep getting confused. And we can kind of drag this around. I think I want to go with like a tannish brown. So something, I don't know, maybe in here. Let's do SZ. There we go. And G to grab. So I think something along these lines should look pretty sick. I think it looks awesome, actually. So this is what we're going to keep. I'm liking this quite a bit. There we go, guys. So we have these items. And in the next video, I will either be making the bridges or I'll be starting to implement these into the game. But that is going to wrap it up. If you did enjoy and you want to see more, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.